Broken trust. Can you fix it? Or it's simply time to cut your losses and move on. When trust is broken in a relationship, it doesn't automatically mean that the relationship is over. If the relationship has a strong foundation of respect and love, repair is possible, but the outcome depends on the nature of the act, the willingness of both partners to rebuild trust, and whether the damage is reparable or irreparable. Sometimes trust breaks can be used as a springboard to strengthen the bond of the relationship. While it's very rare, it does exist. And I'm of the belief that life is happening always for us and not to us. And life, like you already know, it's full of trial and errors, ups and downs. This is just how it is, and this is how we evolve. This is why I believe that in a relationship, when the trust is broken, when things like that happens, it can be used as a springboard and actually strengthen the relationship. I'm Coach Paz Goldman, your relationship and breakup coach. In today's session, we're going to talk about trust and when the trust is broken, is it over or if you can fix it. I'm going to outline for you few things about irreparable trust breaks that is you cannot bounce back from. I'm going to start with this. Then we're going to move forward to reparable trust breaks. And then I'm going to give you some questions to consider when trust is broken. So you can ask yourself and ask your partner to see if you can work this out or it's time to pull the plug on the relationship. We're going to start with irreparable trust breaks because if something that is irreparable happened, the trust cannot be restored, it's time to move on. I'm going to start with this because I don't want you guys to watch the entire thing if it's not salvageable. All right. So I am of the belief that you only get one shot. One shot. One shot. And if you fuck up once, that's okay. I'm saying one shot. There is no more. There is one. If you fuck up once, maybe you didn't know, maybe something happened. I don't know. I maybe call me a helpless romantic or whatever, but this is how I believe this to be true. So if your partner fucks up once, you can let it slide depending on what it is. And we're going to talk about what you can say all right to and what you shouldn't say all right to. First things first, repeating the same mistake more than once. Chronic dishonesty, repeated lying or deceptive behavior that undermines the foundation of honesty. If it's repeating, this is not a one-time thing that happened. It's not a mistake. It's a choice. Mistake happened once. But if you make the same decision, if they make the same decision, that's not a mistake. This is just who they are, and that's it. I will not accept repeated behaviors that I don't like or that I don't agree with, and I will just pull the plug. However long we've been in the relationship, it doesn't really matter to me. And I've pulled the plug on an 8-year relationship because it was too much. I couldn't bear that. Now it was 8 years, but I didn't know what I know now. It happened to me I believe like 5 or 6 years ago. Now my relationships are shorter because I understand my boundaries and understand that when the trust can be restored or cannot be restored. So if they repeat the same mistake, put them on notice or just make the decision to cut it off. Now, the second one is using your past against you, using what you said to them at a vulnerable moment against you. This is, for me, it's irreparable. If I said to my partner something when I was very, very, very vulnerable and open and they use it against me, oh no. No, 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 no. Because what will happen, let me tell you what's going to happen. If you said something to your partner and they use it against you, in your subconscious mind, you're not going to trust them anymore. You will pick your words, you will pick what you want to say, how you say it, what you share, what you don't, because you have a deep subconscious fear that they might use that against you. This is why you shouldn't do that as well. If you've done that and you used something that your partner told you against them, this is not okay. And don't expect them just to forgive you and forget. This kind of stuff does not go unnoticed by anyone. And just take a look at yourself. If someone ever used something you said against you and you shared this with them voluntarily when you were vulnerable and open to them, you said, fuck it. I'm not going to trust you any longer. I'm not going to tell you anything else. And that's it. And in a relationship, if you can talk and if you can communicate, the relationship is doomed. This is why I'm telling you, irreparable trust break that needs to just need to cut your losses. Emotional or physical betrayal. This is a big one. Of course, infidelity, monkey branching, or other betrayals that create deep emotional wounds. That's we don't even need to talk about this. This is so obvious that this is a trust that cannot be restored. I see people that sometimes their ex monkey branch, meaning they go with someone else that means they cheated on you and go with the person they cheated on you with, continue their life's journey with them. And then what happens? At certain point, they stop, the relationship doesn't go well, and they come back. And people tell me, hey, coach, my ex monkey branched on me, went with someone else. Now she's coming back or he is coming back. What do you say? Can we really repair it? Fuck no. No, no, no. And anything that causes an emotional wound or reopening an emotional wound that you used to have, in either case, it's irreparable. Lack of accountability. If the offending partner denies wrongdoing, shows no remorse, or blames the other person, the relationship becomes toxic. People that don't take responsibility and accountability for their actions, they're not the type of people that you can have a healthy relationship with. Their communication sucks. The entire tapestry of your relationship is just not going well because it doesn't build on honesty. It doesn't build on truth. They will keep on shift blaming. They will keep on not taking accountability. And for a person to grow, they need to acknowledge their wrongdoings. This is the thing. This is why a person that does not take accountability for their actions cannot be trusted until they work on themselves and they can be trusted. I had a period of time in my life where I could not be trusted. I grew up, I learned from my mistakes, and now I can be trusted. So realize, if you cannot be trusted right now, you can change. If your ex partner cannot be trusted, they can change, but it's too late for this relationship. Like I said, you only get one shot. So if the relationship ended for any kind of reason, this is, by the way, I would say irreparable trust break is breakup. If you broke up, that cannot be restored because it means your partner or you, something happened and you said, I cannot take this anymore. I rather be alone. I feel like being alone will be better than to being with you. How can you overcome that? How? I'm really asking you, and I've coached hundreds of you by now, even not thousands. It's not possible. If your partner told you that they want to break up, there is no going back. I made hundreds of videos on it. It just cannot happen. Inside of you, you will always have this kind of inner voice that tells you they left me when I needed them the most, and you don't deserve someone that is willing to come back. You're deserving of someone who never leaves, and this is how a relationship should be. Whatever happens in the relationship, you work on it. If you can resolve it, great. If you can't and you choose to break up, that is it. The relationship is complete. It's run its course. That is it. This is my philosophy. I made a lot of other videos on it. If you want to watch them, go ahead and watch them. But I'm talking from a lot of experience, both personal and professional, coaching you guys. Relationships after a breakup cannot be repaired at the same way. They cannot. There is always something there, and it's just a matter of time before it ends or turn toxic because the relationship is a ticking time bomb. So breakup, it also cannot be restored. Next is core values. Core value misalignment. The betrayal reflects fundamental mismatch in values or goals, making trust unresolvable. Now, a sign that it's time to move on instead of rebuilding trust is emotional exhaustion. The relationship feels more draining than fulfilling, even after attempts to repair. If you're in a relationship and it feels so fucking heavy and it's hard and there is this constant argument and it's just draining the shit out of you. I'm saying it this way because this is the tonality. This is what you probably feel that, oh my God, this argument again. I cannot take this anymore. And you're like, Jesus, just God, take me. I can't. This is a sign that you need to tap out, and that's it. You're exhausted. That's not healthy. It doesn't need to go that far. And if you get to exhaustion, it just means you gave it your all. You tried your best and it doesn't work. It doesn't work, and that's okay. Most relationships don't work. And they don't work because people don't take the time to work on themselves. This is why I am here to help you work on yourself. Develop, gain the relational skills that you need to have in order for you to be in a healthy relationship. Conflict resolution skills. People don't really teach you that, not at school and not actually anywhere. I don't really see that. Relational skills, it's the most important thing. And especially conflict resolution, because in life and in a relationship, we always have conflicts that we need to overcome. This is how we grow. It's okay that we have them, but it's not okay if we cannot resolve them, because if you cannot resolve them, my friend, this is just mean that the relationship will come to an end. And if you had multiple relationships by now and all of them ended in pretty much the same way, take a look at yourself, look in the mirror, take a look at yourself and understand that you are the problem. Hey, that's okay. When you're the problem, you know that you need to change. You don't point fingers at other people and say, you need to change, you need to change, you need to. No, you need to change. When you change, other people around you changes. It's like a magic pill. When I changed, people changed around me. Hey, when I changed, my partner now is a therapist. Oof, I didn't date a therapist before. I dated just other girls. But now that I evolved, I attracted some other partner that is evolved as well. Isn't it weird how it happens? Let me tell you, when you change, everything change. This is why I'm here, my friends. And if you need my help, link in the description below to get my healing coaching, online healing coaching program, or to book a one-on-one call with me. Now, repairable trust breaks, unintentional missteps. This is where it's more light and it's okay. Misunderstandings or mistakes that were with no malice involved. For example, unintentionally cross personal boundary. It happens. It depends also on how far into the relationship it happened. If in the first year, it happens. You still get to know each other. So in the first year, if something like that happens once, not repetitively, that's okay. You can let it go again, depend on the nature of the act. I remember even my partner, she did something at the beginning that I was like, she didn't know. That was a boundary. And I said, it wasn't specific. She didn't know. I was willing to say, that's all right. But it was the first and last time it happened. She was like, okay, that's it. Never happened again. And I'm happy to say that this is how it works. You don't need to be just, not everything is a deal breaker, but you need to know your boundaries. You need to know, you need to be socially calibrated enough to understand when to pull, when to push, when to let go. Minor deceptions. First and last strike. Minor deceptions. You might say to yourself, oh my God, if my partner will be deceptive, I will just pull the plug immediately. Just a second. White lies or small omissions that don't fundamentally harm the relationship but create doubt. This is something that not a lot of coaches will tell you. They will tell you if there is deception or if there is just this kind of like white lies. Cap. That's it. Go. But, but, we're humans. We make mistakes, we learn and we grow. This is how it happens. And think about the last time you told a white lie. We're not angels. We we tell white lies from time to time. This is how it happens. And we can try our best, but it happens. I know it happened. If it happened to me, and I'm not saying like if it happened to me, it happened to you, but we are all the same. I'm saying that if it happened to me and I'm a human being, you're a human being, it happens to us all. We're not different. Trust me, we're not different. I examined a lot of people. I took a lot of courses also on behavioral analysis, and I noticed that we are not different. We're all one. We came from the same source. We behave different, but we have the same kind of tendencies. White lies, this is a tendency that all people, all human beings have. So if you told a white lie, don't really give yourself hard time for it, but understand that this is something that is first and last right. Okay. Next one is finding them available on dating apps. I see that all the time. Believe it or not, they're saying people tell me, "Yeah, I saw my partner on a dating app. But they deleted it. That's okay." Is it? Is it okay? If a person is available on dating app, meaning they are back on the market, they are searching for something that they don't get in the relationship. This is not a red flag. This is a black flag, means run the fuck away as fast as you can. This is not okay. If your partner is available on dating app, active on them, no, 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 no. Huge, huge no, no. The only way that it's going to be possible to repair this rupture that happened, I will give you 5 steps, 5 things. First thing, this is genuine remorse from the offending partner. They acknowledge their actions without minimizing or making excuses. Number one. Number two, they express sincere regret for the hurt caused. Number three, they take full responsibility without deflecting blame. If their action was reparable, then this is the next step. This is the next phase. They need to show genuine remorse. Number two, they will need to be open and honest in their communication. Both of you, actually, both partners are willing to talk about the offense and its impact. Both partners are transparent moving forward, addressing doubts or concerns. Both partners express their feelings without fear of judgment. Number three is commit to change. The offending partner demonstrates consistent actions to rebuild trust, avoiding triggers of behaviors and offering reassurance constantly. This is important in the repair process. Once there is rupture, it's very important to reassure your partner again and again and again. Of course, not to an unhealthy degree, but it is important to give them the feeling that you're there, that it's all good. Now, both partners work towards healthier communication and boundaries. By the way, if you guys need help with this, with anything with your partner, I'm offering couples counseling as well. Of course, before I will do couple counseling, I will need to do one with you and then with your partner and then with both of you. If this is something that you want and you want to mitigate, I can definitely help you with that. Number four is shared goals for their relationship. Both individuals want to restore relationships and are motivated to put in the effort. They discuss their vision of the future and agree on steps to get there. Number five, last but not least, is willingness to forgive. The offended partner shows desire to eventually let go of resentment. You can't hold it as resentment. If that was you that was hurt, you can't. And if it was them that was hurt, you need to make sure that they're not holding resentment towards you, because if they do and they're just trying to torture you, you're not going to be happy. The offended partner focus on healing and rebuilding rather than constantly revisiting the hurt. They never bring this up again. One of the things that I do when I work with you guys as a couple, you never bring up this. You talk about it in this container, but after that, you never bring this up again. It's important because if you offended them, you don't want them to bring this up again. If they offended you, they will try to bring this up again because they feel some type of way. But in order for them to heal and for order for you to keep on pushing and going and building this healthy relationship, you can't just feel this constant push. You need an ease and a relief. So this is a very, very big one. Never to bring this up again. All right. Now some questions to consider when trust is broken. What is the nature of the breach? Was it an isolated mistake or a pattern of behavior? Number two is there genuine remorse and accountability? By the way, it really depends. The first question here, what's the nature of the breach? That's the first thing. If it's irreparable, you don't even need to answer the other questions. If it is reparable, then you go, is there genuine remorse and accountability? Does the person who broke trust take responsibility? 3, can both partners commit to rebuilding trust? This requires open communication, consistent actions, and time. Last but not least, is the offended partner willing to forgive? Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, but choosing to move forward. This is pretty much it, you guys. When trust is broken, it happens. It happens. You can build off of it, or you can just call it and say, I can't. It really depends on you. It really depends on your level of emotional maturity, depends on the act, what happened, and this is your decision. I'm just giving you the tools to make the right decision for you. If you need extra help to make the right decision, the link in the description below to book a one-on-one call with me. I hope you find this video helpful, my friends. I'm sending you love, healing, and whatever you need, I got you. I'll see you again in my next videos. Take care.